this administration has put enough things in place that if you say, hey, this doesn't make sense, the rest of the general public, especially their supporters, will paint you as an enemy of the state. Let's have a real conversation. I'm not here to support any, narcos abroad. That's not what I'm here to do. But I am here, however, to tell you that the United States and international waters should not be launching a military strike on what looks like a non-militarized boat that it believes has narcos aboard, right? The United States, as strong as we are, should go ahead and lock them up, show the proof of evidence to the rest of the world. Look at what they had on board. Look at this, that, and the third, and make the waters and the United States itself safer. But however, it's hit me. Part of our next target, the United States military industrial complex, is Venezuela. I see the play. I understand the play, but it also unfortunately normalizes what we got going on at home, right? You talk about things like, ICE, and we talk about migrants, and you got Donald Trump calling people enemy of the state. He's making people more comfortable, especially his base. They bought into it, but the rest of us as general public, we should not be buying into it. It makes us, a lot more comfortable with, as long as someone's been declared a criminal, you can do whatever you want. And that's just not how that works. You flip this aside, and I don't know if a bunch of criminal biker gangs had their boat in international waters and Venezuela launched a military strike on them, that would be pretty weird, right? But, you get comfortable with the idea that as long as someone is a criminal, or you look at or deemed a criminal, deemed enemy of state, you can do whatever. And then we start using that word due process. Say you don't want to afford that to these narcos, that's alleged narcos, that's fine. But you don't want to normalize something that extends back home. All right, you're here. You say, well, I don't care. It's the migrants. I don't care. It's the permanent resident holders. I don't care. And the next thing you know, you're in the back of a van. But because you've been declared an enemy of state, no one cares. Everyone's just going to say, who cares for the norms? Okay, this isn't normal. I know, the United States has done a lot of things before President Trump. I'm totally aware of that. I'm totally aware of how shiesty we can get. But we're taking it to levels, okay?